And hello guys, welcome to the prediction video. Now guys, we are in the Bundesliga. As in front of me you see the games that we're gonna do this fine day. But before we start guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So as you see guys, we are having the 8 games of the Bundesliga this week. And the first one is a Friday game, which is Leipzig against Union Berlin. So Leipzig kinda no, I don't want to say secure their Champions League spot, but with losing Leverkusen and with Stuttgart dropping points as well, they are in a very nice position now to be in the Champions League, especially since we only have 4 games left in the Bundesliga. So for them, this like 4-win streak is a best thing they can do. And for themselves also, they have a Union Berlin that is in a very bad form and that pretty much don't have anything to play for, even though that they are only 6 points behind. Those 6 points are based how Pauli and Wolfsburg are playing are very big, because last 5 games there is only 1 win for Wolfsburg and 0 wins for Pauli, so 6 points is a lot. So therefore I'm gonna go with a simple Leipzig to win here, and that is gonna be my first pick. So I'm gonna go Leipzig. I'm gonna give Leipzig 2, Union 0, Leipzig win regular pick. So that is my first pick. Then this is right away my second pick guys, and I'm gonna give you, this is almost guys a big value pick because it's 1.9, and I'm gonna go with that for the simple reason that there is still hope for Leverkusen for the Champions League, because Stuttgart lost their game, and you need to keep in mind that Leverkusen have a game to play against Stuttgart, and I think Stuttgart have also a game against Hoffenheim, and all these 3 teams are playing for Champions League spots. So if, for example, Leverkusen win against Stuttgart, they're gonna have 55, and then you have a battle between Stuttgart and Hoffenheim, and if they draw or something like that, or even lose, one of these 2 teams gonna lose. Then that is the best case scenario for Leverkusen. Then they're gonna go, up. So in that sense, there is still hope, even that there is only 4 games left. There is still hope for Leverkusen if they win all 4 games. But in order for that, they need to start with Köln. And as you see, Köln is a very tough opponent. They have 4 draws and 1 win for Köln. So they are not that amazing, but they are not bad as well. So in that sense, it's going to be tough. That's why the odds are this big, 1.9, because Köln is a very decent opponent. But Köln at home is nothing special, guys. As you see, they are a decent team, but they are not in that an amazing form at home team like Atletico Madrid, or like those kind of teams that are playing amazing at home. They are just they don't care if they're playing at home or away. So in that sense, I'm gonna give this as a second pick as a Leverkusen to win, and I'm gonna go with a barely Lever 2-1. Leverkusen to win regular pick, 1.99 odds, very risky odds, but yeah, I have to take it for the simple reason because there is still hope for Leverkusen to go further. Anyway, after that we have Augsburg against Frankfurt, and I have nothing guys for you here in this match. This match pretty much has no, I can say maybe a real value, for the simple reason that Frankfurt have dropped a lot lately, and there is pretty much 0 chance for them to fight for Europe spots. So now they are playing kind of completely free. Augsburg is a team that is in the same kind of motivation wise as a Frankfurt, have nothing to play for. So this is gonna be like a friendly match, I can say that way. So I have no idea in what to go here. I'm gonna go with a high scoring game, just based on the freedom, but I have no idea guys. For me this is a match to be avoided, so I'm gonna go with a 2-2 kind of game. Then we have Heidenheim against Pauli as the next one. And here, I don't know, guys, what to give you as well. Pauli need, obviously, points very, very much. They need a win, and they need to pray for other teams to lose. And when I say other teams, I mean Werder Bremen. Heidenheim is kind of already out. So in that sense, that this should be a let's say, easy win for Pauli. But I'm not sure how much easy this is gonna be. I'm gonna go with Pauli to win this, but I'm not touching this game. The odds are amazing, free, so it's actually good to play Pauli to win, guys, here, based on motivation wise, and that Pauli is still in a game to stay in the Bundesliga. So I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go Heidenheim 1, or no, I'm gonna go 1-0 Pauli. But should I give you this as a big value pick, guys? I'm gonna go and say to win big. I'm actually gonna go with it. The odds are amazing, and I think Heidenheim is just without motivation, worst team. I think this is where we touch that big value pick. So I'm gonna go with it. After that, we go Mainz against Bayern Munich. So I was thinking, should I give you guys this match or not? And I decided to not give you this match because I decided to give you something else instead. The simple reason is I just don't know how Bayern gonna approach this, because after this game they are facing PSG in the Champions League, and they obviously gonna go full strength for that game. They pretty much won the title, so they can play with the second team. As you see, the points wise is 15 points. So as you see, they are officially the champions of Bayern Munich of Germany, and I just don't know where to go here. For me, the best way to go here is maybe go with goals in the first half. I like to play that with Bayern, at least 2 goals to happen in first half, or maybe go draw double chance Mainz, something like that. So something that is a big value odds, for the simple reason because there is no value with going Bayern Munich to win when there is pretty much zero reasons to go hard on this game when the next one is more important. Not just more important, like 10 times more important. So in that sense, I'm gonna write Mainz. I'm gonna go with a high scoring another, and I'm gonna go with a draw, 2-2. I'm gonna go with a high scoring 2-2 game, but I'm not touching this game. I wanna say it right away, guys. Then we go Wolfsburg against Mönchengladbach. For this match, I have nothing to give you as well, guys. I have zero idea how Wolfsburg gonna approach this. They have a lot of injury problems as well, so there is a lot of stuff that are going against them. They need a win. They had a win last game. They are playing against Mönchengladbach, that is a team that is in a bad form, and they are playing at home. So this is pretty much also one of the best possible scenarios for Wolfsburg to play. But as I said, guys, this is their injury problems. A lot of players are injured, so we will see how Wolfsburg gonna react. I'm gonna go and say 1-1, but I would not be surprised if Wolfsburg wins this. So I'm gonna go and say 1-1, but I think it's also good to go with Wolfsburg to win. So maybe draw double chance on Wolfsburg is the play here, guys, if you need a little bit more of the games. Then we have HSV against Hoffenheim, and HSV is one of those teams that is in the worst form in Bundesliga, and for Hoffenheim this is a very good because they need wins right away. They got a very crucial win against Dortmund here in the last minutes, so they now are playing HSV, and pretty much HSV also need at least 1 point, because if these two teams manages to get a win, they're gonna be in a serious problem. So in that sense, I think HSV would be happy with a draw, but Hoffenheim need a win. So in that sense, draw double chance on Hoffenheim here as well is one of the decent takes. I'm gonna go with another draw, another 1-1, but I actually think this game gonna be a draw, guys. Even though that Hoffenheim is a better team, they need a win and all this, I just think they gonna kind of stumble here at that they gonna get a draw in this game, but this is not one of my picks. Then we go for the next one, which is Stuttgart against Werder Bremen, and I think even though that Werder Bremen pretty much want points, need points and all that, on the other side we have Stuttgart that are playing very decent at the moment, and they also need points to get out for this Champions League spots. So I'm gonna back Stuttgart here, but I think the best possible, I'm not gonna give you this as a pick, but I think best possible scenario here to go is with goals. So I think both teams to score is actually very good in this game, and I'm gonna say Stuttgart 2, Werder 1, but I am not gonna touch this game, guys. And then the last one is Dortmund against Freiburg. This is my last pick, guys. For me, Freiburg is one of those, I'm gonna put them in a cage with Real Sociedad. So they are a team that are a black horse of everything for me. I'm sad I did not do video on last week because I was so secure, and I actually played that anyways, but I lost on something else. Last week I lost to Fenerbahce doing a draw, 1-1 or 2-2 it was, in the last minutes in their league. That pretty much killed me, but I was sure when they played Atletico Madrid and they played 2-2 and win on penalties, Real Sociedad. The same thing that I can say is for Freiburg. They are playing amazingly, guys. And it's not just that they are playing amazingly, they are looking very strong. On the other side, we have Dortmund that is completely, after pretty much we knew that they secured these Champions League spots. Last 2 games, they played like they do not care for anything in the world. And probably most of us would play the same, because you cannot be first, you cannot drop down for what you are playing actually. You know that last 3, 4, 5 games gonna be a friendly ones, and it's pretty much they are playing football without motivation, and that is what we see here. I don't know if the coach gonna try to wake them up to be a little bit more competitive, but based on these odds, 1.4 only on Dortmund that have zero motivation to do anything, I have to give you guys handicap on Freiburg here, for that is a must for me. So I'm gonna give you a 3 goals handicap, which is 1.3, amazing odds. That means that Freiburg not gonna lose by 3 or more goals. I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go with that safe pick. If you are brave enough, you can go draw double chance Freiburg, for example. But I'm gonna go with this safe pick, so you can put it in a parlay. And I'm gonna go Dortmund 2, Freiburg. I'm gonna give a Dortmund win, but a barely one, just because Freiburg is playing a cup game in Germany. So I think they're gonna be a little bit more tired. And pretty much Freiburg also don't have that much of a motivation, you know, to get anything, because table wise they cannot fight for anything in Europe. They are pretty much, I mean, actually they can fight, but they can fight for Conference League and stuff like that. I'm not sure how much motivated they are for that, and they already have a semi-final in Europe League, so I think they are gonna be much more motivated for that. As you see here, 43 to 52, and there is only 4 games left. Pretty much no actual reason for them to play that strong this game. So in that sense, this game can be a tricky one for Freiburg. So that's why I think it's better option to not go draw double chance on Freiburg, but to go with a handicap of 3-4 goals on them, to be safe. So I'm gonna say that. And for 3 goal handicap, 3 goal handicap on Freiburg is 1.3, I think, or 1.28, something like that. That is pretty much what I like, and that is the last pick in the Bundesliga for me, for you guys here. Anyways, that is pretty much it, guys, for the Bundesliga. I hope don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And now we're gonna do the French League. That is gonna be our last video for today. Tomorrow is the rest of the videos: Spain, La Liga, Serie A, Italy, and top prediction video. They are coming out tomorrow, but stay tuned for the French League if you want. Now up on next very soon. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you for your time, and bye.